I cycled past the church and I said, what if I did portraits of your community? February 2022, the Ukraine war happens. Like everyone else, moved by this, shocked by this, I quickly made donations where I saw things coming up on my Instagram. I think it was probably an Instagram, probably you posted it, saying please donate to our campaign. And so I quickly donated to UK for UNHCR's campaign. I was part of this surging of opening of porosity that was happening all around me. My community, my city, my country, all being open. And this coincided with a new porosity in myself. Then I started to talk to UK for UNHCR because Candice and Sarah rang me up or emailed me and said, hey, we've noticed you've made a donation, will you come and talk to us? So I came in to talk to them. I had a lot of questions. I said, I don't understand. You've shown me the data on displaced people, on refugees. And you've shown me that, yes, there are 6 million people displaced right now in Ukraine, but there's also 6 million displaced in Sudan and South Sudan. There's also 6 million displaced from Syria. Why this outpouring for Ukraine and not for these other places? I don't understand. I need to understand. I think most of these causes of pain and passion are linked. And I think the oppression of peoples, of specific peoples, first the othering and then the oppression. First the fear and the othering and the oppression of peoples is also linked to the othering, the fear and the oppression of planet. And I think you can counteract fear with curiosity and to recognize that if we cannot offer refuge to people who need refuge, then we're not really going to be able to get much further with all the other great challenges that we face. It was a case of a very small group of people who were all determined to make this work. It took shape pretty quickly and there was no sense of we're going to be held back by anything. And what I found with UK for UNHCR was there was often an awareness that these things could hold us back. And to be honest with you, the key to it was, it felt really clear to me that UK for UNHCR is a team that is devoted to raising funds as well as awareness. Funds are much needed. So it seemed anathema to me that you would take any funds from UK for UNHCR to do this project. So I said from the beginning, look, I will fundraise separate to this. You will spend a bit of money with your staff and you will need to make some investment just to bring your staff to this, to enable these 50 people to come to my house safely and without anything coming from their pockets, obviously. And everyone, I have to say, I think it's all women. A huge bunch of about 10, really resourceful women. It's now January 2025. We began this project in 2022, so it's been 3 years. Work on it, really. A great team to work with. Listen, I wouldn't have done the project if Sarah and Candice hadn't rung me up. Because I've got many calls on my time, I do many things. If you turn my attention to it, I'm going to go there, but my attention could equally have been turned somewhere else. And then I think also, it's one thing to have this idea, but it's very delicate to do this. You have to do it right. And I knew I could trust this particular group to do it with utter correctness and sensitivity. So when I said, I'm going to draw 50 people, that's a huge ask for this team, to find the right 50 people who have to represent as many countries as possible so we can tell as many stories as possible, to really broadly represent the scale and breadth of the community in London. And a lot of thought on UK for UNHCR's side went into that. So it was an awful lot of work. And then the first iteration of this project at the church, it was entirely staffed by UK for UNHCR volunteers. And in fact, we had a smaller budget to do the big piece at the church than we have here, because I managed to raise some more funds. So that all fell on UK for UNHCR's shoulders to staff it. Firstly, you can give money if you have it. Secondly, you can give your time. Thirdly, you can give your awareness and spread your awareness. So there's 3 pretty easy ways to get involved. If you would like to get involved, help either by contributing your funds or your time, your awareness, all you have to do is search up UK for UNHCR online. Go to their website. You can learn all about this project and so much else. I invite you to just go UK for UNHCR, put it in Google now.